8,340 pounds. This is a one owner, triple slide, double awning, auto leveling Cougar 34 TSB here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And this is the first one of these I've ever seen in the used market. The last time we had a floor plan like this was in a Wildcat that lasted for about 5 seconds before people were crawling all over it. So what's really cool here is this gives you the private space of a bunkhouse slide, and this is 3 slides at the weight of a 2-slide traditionally built camper with outside kitchen and 4 individual sleeping spaces in the bunk room and a king bed up front and a lot of stuff. That's why we got this video. Hang tight, guys. This is going to be a fun one. Now this gives us a huge expansive living area, but those opposing slides, they jump right against that island. So this one is not really travel accessible beyond the bedroom and bathroom, so I'm going to skip over that potential footage segment because there's nothing to see except the sidewall of a slide out. We have got, Cougar's got big RV feels in a lighter weight segment. I guess the best way I can describe a Cougar is an ultralight plus, because it's not, I guess, a traditional lightweight. Like, it looks like it, but it feels like a big RV. Like, we have thicker 2-inch sidewalls. We got that big vaulted ceiling. We have really thick interior structural walls. We have opposing super slides as opposed to just a small kitchen slide. Everything in this is just it just has that next feel up, you know? Like, it's got an excellent lighting package in here, obviously, and I'm not going to flicker that so I don't cause someone with epilepsy to have a seizure. Now, what is also nice is we have a direct viewing entertainment center, and I missed the light above that. I'd like to light that up, but hey, oh well, show must go on. Now, the TV is strapped against the wall for transit. That TV can actually kind of pivot out a little bit for easy viewing. Down here, well, what's also cool is that countertop space below the TV, in a sense, could kind of be a bit of an expanded sort of buffet station, maybe. Kind of depends. I don't think you want a lot of people in front of the TV, but it's there if you need it, if it's not TV time. Electric space heating fireplace, Bluetooth DVD stereo round out our entertainment options. This will be a 15,000 BTU air conditioner. I know that because that's just what Cougar does standard. They do big stuff standard, like a bigger furnace, enclosed heated belly, all that stuff standard, big windows. And that's another thing on this floor plan. This setup requires the RV to be a little bit longer, but it puts all of the viewing windows on the door side of the RV. So you get to see your campsite, you get to see, you know, what everything you have looks like and not like the neighbors. Now, when we're not using that sofa for easy entertainment viewing, it does kick out into a big trifold sleeper. So, I mean, in conjunction with the bunkhouse, you can sleep 4 kids back there, 5, 6 here, 7, you know. This could sleep a total of 9 people if need be, if you're utilizing the dinette, the hide-a-bed for 2, and then 1 on each of the beds in the back. You could sleep 9 people in here in total. Not too awful bad. Now, you've got great storage here in the kitchen, but this setup kind of precluded the ability to have a traditional pantry. So I said, oh, no sweat, we got a huge chunk of space here. Here's a huge pantry for you. And once again, it's kind of one of those big feels things in a smaller RV. Well, I guess not smaller because this thing's 37 feet. What I mean is like a light-ish class. It's not an ultralight, but it's also not a conventional weight. But this is part of the reason why I have thicker 3-inch sidewalls. Every door jamb in Keystone RVs, they're all fully framed out. Gives you that extra structural integrity. Might weigh a little more, but again, overall this RV doesn't weigh the most. Now, this right here is really the thing. What, I don't know, this bunkhouse has, this model has a lot of good features. Maybe that's why we sell so many of them here at Haylett RV, because we're a Cougar dealer, obviously. But you've got not just one, what I call big kid bunk up top. And those are nice because bigger kids can kind of sleep crosswise. So like someone like me, if I had to, could sleep on that thing. But it has a 4th individual bed, and it's even a larger bed. So as opposed to a lot of RVs that'll have a big outside kitchen or a big closet or cabinet or something right here, it gives you that 4th individual sleeping space so that everybody gets their own little slice of heaven. Now, over here, of course, we've got traditional bunk, flip-up bunk over here in the slide-out. But what's cool is it's what I call a move bunk, get out the way kind of situation, because that gas strut takes over and it fully flips up to get right out of the way. And what that allows you to do, that's 300-pound rated, by the way, which is nice. But what that allows you to do is utilize this lower jackknife sofa here for something of a daytime kids room. And voila! Suddenly, on a rainy day, we have this whole extended, virtually second living area here for the kiddos to be able to entertain themselves. And they all have their own little light for each of the little bunk zones. If you choose to let them bring along, you could add a little TV or, you know, video game system of your choice back here if you are so inclined. There's power outlets around the bed, so they all have their little chargers. And here's another one of those things that this bunk room does well. Not just that additional bunk space or the living capacity, but the storage space contained within the bunk room in a very clean, seamless fashion. You've got a lot of storage in this bunkhouse, but it does not need like a ton of room to do it. You don't feel like you're giving up a lot for it. And I even love that they have a hanging closet back here for the kiddos. Now, as long as we're talking about storage, let's start on the kitchen island here. Kitchen has solid surface countertops. You've got a recessed stainless sink with that flush mount sink cover there. But down below you can see that we've got great drawer space. Now the drawers are actually kind of blocking one of the cabinet doors, not blocking as in physically, but just visually. You see there's the one cabinet door closed there. That has a wastebasket in it, so you do have good wastebasket space. But you also have good cabinet space in there, but that is not to be outdone by the absurd amount of drawer space contained within the slide out itself. As you see, there was no stone left unturned. There was no drawer left unutilized or space, or I don't know. I think you get what I'm going for. It wasn't good anyway. Now, you see that appliance outlet over there in the kitchen with a nice chunk of space begging you for all sorts of appliance use. Well, you've also got a handy little sort of like phone charging center right there, as well as more easy reach outlets right here on the island side. That is one of the other things this kitchen does very well. A lot of laminated wall RV kitchens, they don't give you easy reach outlets. The outlets are mounted under the overhead cabinets. And there's reasons they have to be. And I know what those are, and ask if you're curious. I don't care. But the fact is, you don't worry about it here. These are all easier to reach and to operate. Slide side windows, by the way. Everything's going to open for some excellent airflow in here. Now, the bathroom, again, travel accessible. And this is another thing that's different compared to a lot of two-slide bunkhouses, is it puts the master bath with a shower, not a tub, and good linen storage, as you see, right next to mom and dad's room. Or grandpa and grandma, aunt and uncle, I don't care, whoever, you get the point. Now, between the vaulted ceiling and the position of that skylight, this is a very tall person-friendly bunkhouse, and again, adult-friendly with a larger sink as opposed to, a little, entry-level travel trailer plastic sink. Nothing in here has been small so far, so why start with the sink, am I right? Now, coming through here into the bedroom, a lot of privacy. This is another one of those odd job Cougar things from 2017, and that is the Cougar Camp King bed that you have right here. Interestingly, the newer, updated versions of the 34 TSB we have in stock here at Haylett RV right now have true, like 70 by 80 kings, full length kings, not the short Camp King that you have here. But if you're not super tall like me, doesn't matter. This will give you that extra wide space, and if you notice, you can still walk around it, no sweat, and I love that big recessed headboard up there. It's a perfect place to be able to set your phone at night. Other than just the fact that it's about a 37-foot long trailer from tongue to bumper, mind you, the box is going to be a little bit smaller, as the model number sort of indicates. The only kind of potential hiccup with a floor plan like this is that big door side super slide with all those awesome campside windows would normally crush your awning space. You'd have to be, forced to choose either a small awning like you see in the front here, or do one big awning that's mostly eaten up by the super slide itself. Well, Cougar went, psh, whatever. We do fifth wheels with door side super slides all day long. We know how to handle that, and they threw a second awning on here. I think this is one of the things that springboarded Cougar's success with this floor plan ahead of so many others, and something that has been copied by so many other brands since is the second awning that you see here, so that we're not only regaining patio space, but we're overall gaining patio space, and you have full-length LED lighting under both. We also have dual easy tilt awnings. You can just grab it, crank it, it'll sit itself right there, so you can get some rainy day runoff. You can shunt that water away from the entry door of both awnings. And if you leave it all tilted around goofy like that, and then you close the awning up, it is self-correcting. It will not crush itself. Oh, I almost walked away. This, I'm glad I left this door open to remind me. We got a magnet holdback holding this huge baggage door open, but we have got a generous pass-through compartment in here. You have more than enough room for things like your picnic tables and folding chairs and totes and coolers and everything else. You know, the yard games for all the kiddos and all the stuff. Man, kids take up a lot of space. Automatic leveling on this. That was one of the things that Cougar actually was sort of used in a sense as a poster child for the LCI travel trailer leveling system here, and it was basically given to them for free for 2 years. And you know, so it's kind of a huge dollar upgrade that is on this RV that no one ever had to pay for. Original owners, it's just one of those things that just wasn't considered a cost item on the RV. Very cool feature. So, you know, walk in, tap a button, it'll level itself out. And the auto leveling systems have come a long way. When it first came on trailers, I was a little skittish about it. They've been in the industry a couple years now. I haven't seen a huge service explosion on them. My confidence level on them has gone up quite a bit. And as a person who works at a very service-oriented dealership, I think that says quite a bit. Power tongue jack's going to do the heavy lifting for us. We do have an enclosed heated underbelly with a 30,000 BTU furnace. The new windshield generation Cougars are 0 degree tested and rated. This is what you would call extended season rated. It'll get you a little further into spring and fall. Basically, if it's going to dip below freezing overnight, this will be okay. If it's going to hard freeze for an extended period, you need to get it winterized. And that's true of most RVs in actuality. LED tail and marker lights. Brighter, safer, gonna last longer. Spare tire has never touched the ground. We are ready for a backup camera. A very walkable roof. I'm kind of surprised there's no ladder on the back of this one. We build ours with ladders here at Haylett RV, but hey, neither here nor there. The double vaulted roof on there, actually, you know, it's vaulted inside and outside. Very heavy structural item. It's always kind of been my experience that RVs with that sort of roof structure seem to have better weight dispersion. But then again, maybe that's why, you know, the ancient Romans built with stone arches that are still standing today, because it's a perfect load distributing shape. So the low profile outside kitchen right here, this is something that Keystone has really done extremely well with great effect. I see the same outside kitchen basically used in things like the Passport 292BH here at Haylett RV. So if like you like everything you see here, but man, this is outside of your budget and outside of your towing capacity, then look at a Keystone Passport SL model 292BH. And I think you're going to like what you see. It still has a private bunkhouse, 4 individual bunks, outside kitchen, living room slide, and a longer, you know, full 80-inch residential bed. So there's an alternative for you. But in the meantime, same outside kitchen is how I got off topic there. And I love those little dual wing out countertops. And you do have TV hookups right next to that for outside little tailgating, amusement, whatever. I think we're just about done, other than the fact that we've got the nicer aluminum plank steps here, so not general steel steps. Bigger handle for easy coming and going, and a really aggressive anti-slam door so that the door does not slam. I wonder if that's why they called it that. What do you think? Kind of like, you think the alphabet's in that order because of that song? So, aside from that, give us a call. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything in between. We do it all, Haylett RV. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.